Hey guys, welcome back. It's a beautiful day here. It's Sunday, May 2nd, and we're just getting ready to set up for our liquid manure. So I got the pump behind me here, and now we're gonna put it in the lagoon. So I'll show you guys that. So right now my dad's just driving up into the lagoon to put the pump in. Now he's letting it all the way up. And it's a concrete ramp going down into our lagoon. But our lagoon itself isn't concrete, it's natural. Like, it's just clay and dirt. So you guys see the wheels are in the manure already. You don't see them. Now the pump's just slowly going down. Now he's almost all the way in. You don't want to drive too far back or else you're done. And now my dad's gonna let it down. You see the pumps going down into the liquid manure, also known as cow poop. And that's that. So we just hooked up the hose to the pump and hooked the hose to the field pipe. And I was gonna show you guys, but I totally forgot to record because we had a lot of stuff happen here. My dog went for a little swim in the lagoon and that was disgusting, but he was fine. Nothing happened. He just stunk after that. So now my mom's bathing him. Probably gonna bathe him like 10 times. But yeah, anyways, so this hose connects to the pump and then the manure gets sucked up and it goes through this into the hose and then from the hose up through the fill pipe, sorry, and then the manure tanker is going to be under the fill pipe and that's what fills the manure tanker. So hopefully tonight we'll be doing the first load of 2021. So this is the first load of 2021 and this is our manure tanker here. It's 4,450 Canadian gallons. So to liters, I don't know, you do the math. And now I'm just walking up to the pump. I'm gonna start her up and then we'll start filling. And right now it's currently 7 o'clock p.m. here, and we're just gonna do one load for tonight just to get everything set, and then tomorrow I can start reel. So right now we're just filling the first load. You see the pump running and it's sucking up the manure. And I'm not going to explain everything in here today. I'm going to do it another day later on in the video. But basically right now you guys see my dad up there. He's on top of the manure tanker and he's going to wave me down when I got to shut it off, because our manure tanker, it has an arrow in the back, but it doesn't always work the best, so it's not 100% accurate. So what we do is we time it with our phone, and then that's how we always know we get it full. Now my dad's telling me it's almost full, so I'm gonna throttle down It's about 1500 RPM. And now as soon as he tells me I'm full, I gotta pull the levers to shut it off. And now we're full. So this isn't the first load, it's the second load. I wasn't gonna take you guys with on the first load because my dad was with me. So to make sure everything was running smoothly. But I'll show you guys how the second load works now. And now you'll see the poop flying out soon. You kind of see it. There she goes. It's really bad to show from a cab view. Hopefully I can get some different shots, but for right now, to show you guys, this will do. And so how I line it up is I line up my front wheel with the end of the mark. So there's overlap, but that's good. We like that. And yeah, that's how it works. You see the PTO running. And so basically how it works is all the poop gets sucked up through that pipe there, and then it goes to the back and it goes out a spout. And when it goes out that spout, there's so much pressure that when it comes out that spout, it hits a disc that's at an angle, and that's what makes it fly out everywhere. And right now I'm driving in the 9th gear on this tractor, so 6.9 miles per hour. So now we're almost empty. I can tell because the sound, you kind of hear it. And now we are empty. So now I throttle down, PTO off, and we are done. And now I go for my next load. So tonight I'm just hauling till dark. I don't know what till dark means here, but probably like 9:30, I hope. Right now I'm on my third load, and you see that big chunk right there? So I'm just gonna play around with these levers here a little, so I can move the nozzle like that, and then I can move it up and down. And I'm just gonna try and break it up a little, because I don't want, when I'm gone, that thing to flow into the pump, because that's bad news. So we're just gonna give it some more RPM here, and then it's kind of just like a laser. You shoot at it and you try to break it up. It's kind of fun. Kind of trying to break it up into smaller chunks. So now it's split through the middle. And usually when we're running the pump through the day, there's someone always on it. Except if it's milking time, then I'm on my own. But the key thing is, you always want to make sure all the chunks are pretty broken up and away. And when someone's on here all day, we're always making sure everything's agitating nice, and agitating means mixing, so there's no clumps and everything's nice and smooth. So I just figured, because I'm on the pump right now, I'd show you guys, because usually I'm not on the pump much. It's either my mom or dad. So yeah. So next thing I'm going to do is take this 4th load out, and hopefully we can get a couple more in tonight. So we are done for tonight. I got 8 loads. I'm happy. So yeah. You guys see the beacons? They would look way better at night. But anyways, right now, I'm just gonna show you guys the fun part. At the end of each day, this is what we do. So I try to find a ditch to park in, and I park it so the tanker's going down, kinda. And then what I gotta do here is pull this lever, and the poop comes flying out. And so we do this at the end of every day because overnight we don't want that to stay in there. So we like to drain it out. And also say it would freeze overnight. Like right now it's not gonna freeze, but if we're spreading in the fall, it might freeze overnight. And we don't want that in there because the impeller could get frozen and then you're in a lot of trouble. So we just drain it after each day. So yeah, it's fun because sometimes that plug's stuck and it's really scary because you don't know how fast it's coming out at you. Morning guys, today's our second day of hauling liquid manure, and I just got out of the barn this morning from doing my chores, and now I'm gonna start. But before I start, I do a visual check around the manure tanker and tractor, make sure everything's good. So let's go do that. So first thing I do is come here, lift this up, the PTO cover, and then I turn this shaft by hand. And if it spins freely, that's good. That means this will run. Because you never know if it freezes overnight, and you don't want that PTO to blow up. Not that it would, but. And then just kick all the tires. Make sure they hold air. All good. And then walk around here. Check these tires, look good, and all good. And then I check the tractor, the hydraulic, or the transmission oil, and the engine oil. But I already did that before, and we're good to go. So let's start hauling. Just here at the pump by the lagoon, and now I'm going to show you guys how we fill it up. So first thing I do is I'll pull this lever here for the auxiliary hydraulics. By pulling this lever, it's going to send oil pressure to these valves, and then I can operate the pump. So I pull until there's no more manure coming out of that nozzle. And what it's doing with me pulling this, it's closing a valve down there so the manure gets sucked up and doesn't go out the nozzle. Now that I'm done pulling, I rev up my RPM to 1800, and then I start my timer as we time our loads. That's how we know when it's full. What it's doing right now is down there in the pit at the bottom of the pump, there's an impeller, and an impeller is what sucks up the manure and brings it up that pipe through the hose into the fill pipe into the manure tanker. And that's how it all works. You see the manure slowly going around. That's because there's a propeller at the bottom, and that's what agitates it around. We're at a minute 30 seconds right now, and at a minute 38, I slow my RPM down to 1500 RPM. So right now, I'm going down to 1500, and at 2 minutes, when my timer tells me, I shut it off. doing that is opening that valve and it's sending manure out the back, and the fill pipe goes down and comes back up. So this is the end, and we're all done hauling manure. We did 180 loads total in 4 days, so pretty good. And we just took out the pump right now, so it's just right here in front of the barn, and we're gonna wash it in the next couple of days. And yeah, but make sure you guys check out my next video, because there's a nice surprise ending to hauling manure 2021, and that's what the next video will be about. So make sure you don't miss it. I'll be posting it probably really soon after this one. But I hope you guys like this video, and I have a shout out to do. So if you guys aren't following him or subscribe to him on YouTube, go subscribe to the Canadian Farm Kid. I'll link his channel down below, and get him to 200 subs. And as always, keep drinking milk and support local dairy farmers.